Hey everybody. I was just thinking about some of the things I posted already. I was going over and I was watching and talking about how what happened between me and my brother and how it was concerned. You know how therapists know between when a children write they draw a picture and their mouth is missing or it's covered with their hand when it's molestation or eyes they've seen something they shouldn't have seen or they can't talk at NDA put on their mind's eye by CERN or their minds by CERN and they can't talk or they can't say what they saw. Now they cover up their eyes and their mouth. They have those little orange suits that cover. They look like those orange running suits that they call them, where they cover their eyes and their mouth, but the people who in them can still see. But the people who looking at them can't see their eyes or their mouth or their nose. So, anyways, what I was getting at was they blocking me from thinking now. The babies in the hospital. It's not just the hospital. They can change us out anywhere with these portals. So even if you do have your baby at home, they can change the baby out in the crib, in the playpen, in the high chair for a clone. One minute your baby looks normal, the fine, normal shaped head. The next minute it could be, you look at them and or her, and it has that bug coming out the front of their forehead. So be very cautious and aware and examine your babies. Pray over them. It's the Lord's Prayer. That's all I would pray for. Help. Because every time you pray for anything that's specific, they come up against it. The enemy. They're trying to stay alive at any means necessary. It is patient endurance on behalf of the saints. Patient endurance. We have to be patient and faithful that God works all things out for the good of those who love Him and called according to His purpose. He does. Romans 8:28. He works all things out. So we have to be very patient. Um, what I was thinking about what's happening in Houston. In my mind's eye, they informed me that babies were being born stillborn. That a doctor who had been on staff, the only resident, or how can I say, not resident, but the actual, not the intern, but it's another word they use for doctor, attendant, who was on staff, and he was, like I said, the babies when they're born, doctors who deliver them, some doctors put a curse on them, and some doctors, a lot of doctors know what this is. A lot of doctors work for certain. And they code a lot of doctors. I mean, like almost every doctor. I mean, everybody in the world works for CERN, basically. But as far as it comes to taking over the whole world with this new world order, where they're able to serve Satan, when you have to serve Satan, you can't say that you're a child of God. You can't say you love God, or you're living for God, or you can't be a child of God. That's the new one world order to take everybody to hell with them. I'm not going for that. You already killed me. I'm ready to go anyway. You already killed my kids. It's time to go. All of them at that. My personal babies. And my Uwe and my Mercy Boko. And their moms and dads too. So, and you replaced a lot of the kids anyway with these clones. And you using their clones that they had from birth and sex slaves. I'm a little tired, y'all. You have to forgive me. But, so they can replace your babies anytime. But the fact that you won't even go home with your child now in some hospitals, especially in Houston. My poem, Houston, We Have a Problem. I'm going to read that and see. I posted it. I don't know if I posted on YouTube. I don't know if I know I posted on TikTok probably. But it was about what happened in my mind's eye. I lost my life that night. They sacrificed me in that when I was in that mental health hospital, and they sacrificed Derek. And Sarah gave his life for me again. And honey dear, I love him so much. And I would do the same for him. I wouldn't sell my soul to Satan. We just had to go. We just had to go. I would give my life for his. Every day, any day, all day. And I want to read the poem right now to let you know this is real. This stuff is real. There's 3 babies, and they were all pronounced stillborn, black babies, and they wouldn't even let the parents see them. And one of the parents, they stayed. They didn't leave without their baby's body. And somehow my honey bear helped them get their babies. Hopefully, get all their babies, not just the ones that stayed. The one was ready to fight and die for his. That's how we have to be. We can't run anymore. We can't hide. There's nowhere to hide. When they have portals that can find you and track you, and we're all in this mind's eye together. That's Warriors for Love. Where's Houston at? What if? I don't know if I read all these poems. I hope I have. It might be in my other book. Let me check my other book. What if? And let's see. So, because of being, that's Bean's poem. Overflow. Don't want to be. For the churches. Warriors for Love. I want to be again. I did a poem for I Want to Be, that song for my brother Lace. And I did a rap to it to light it up. I'm going to correct that some more. If the world is to continue on, which I really don't want it to, like the way it is anyway. I can't live like this anyway. So, I would like to do a reading. We probably just perform it together or just sing it together in front of our brothers and sisters in the faith. You never know what God has in store for us. Like I said, we can't even imagine. That's what that song should have been called. You can't even imagine when that day comes and you find yourself standing in the sun. You can't even imagine what our hearts will do when we forever worship you. I can't remember the rest of the chorus, but can't even imagine. Can't even imagine. Because our thoughts are not like his thoughts. And our heart is not like his heart. Our hearts are deceitful and wicked above all things. Who can understand it? And you know who searches our hearts? It's the Lord, that God that searches our hearts and gives us, according to our hearts, our conduct and deeds deserve. Right? He, capital H, lowercase e. I'm trying to find my poem. It's called Houston. I read it already. It shouldn't be in pencil, it should be in ink. As you can see, I'm looking in my book. In the deep. No, I'm sorry. I'm not a camera person, I'm not a cinematographer. I haven't studied that. I don't know how that works well. I see my sis in a king statement. She doing a thing. She doing it. Cinematographer. Learning this stuff. Yeah, I just don't know. This is Bean's poem. I guess I won't be reading it because I can't find a Lebanese poem. Where's Houston? Did they tear it out? I hope it ain't been torn out my book. I can't pause it because it's not TikTok. I can't pause it and look for it and come back. If I stop it, it's going to. Oh, I didn't pause it. So I can pause it. So I found Houston. It is in pencil. It was an older poem I wrote while I was in Havenwood. And that's when I had the thoughts about my one of my new sisters in the faith. Not saying that she didn't know God already, but she didn't know me. And keep me encouraged. She made me some wingets. Anyways, Houston, we have a problem. System error. Data lost, not found. Who's marked with the actual seal of the cross? Babies born every day. Really? Don't you say? Now, the end of days, stillborn, marked with the seal, stolen every day. Not just for their souls, but bodies, I bet. Melanin, for real? People say? But it's in every living thing. It's the source of every spiritual being. Now, this means war on behalf of the saints. Blessed assurance leads us to patient endurance. Suffering we endured, perseverance we acquired, character we obtained, hope we sustain. For faith and love still remains. Family, I wait, I woo. Family, I woo. That's all we want. Family, still we stay. Apart for a moment, too many days. I can't live without my whole family anyway. In all ways, in every way, in any way, eternally, until infinity, infinitely, in love always. Two honey bears from the sea, don't you say? We gave our lives to help those families. God wanted us to. The people who are having babies that are God's children, be careful, be alert, be ready to die for yours. This world is still not well, even though they are acting like it is. And have you guys acting the same way? This is not well. It's not even not right. It's not well. Even if it was not right, I don't even want to stay. This stuff has been around for centuries. For my babies having babies, love your babies. Be filled by your babies, and you feel your babies too. And I woo's holy, perfect name. We say thank you. Have a blessed evening. I love you. Hope you stay filled, still, signed, and delivered. I woo and everyone. Thank you. Hallelujah. Thank you. I woo, 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 I woo. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We can't worry about what they can do. We only worry about God. We can't even worry about what God gonna do. Patient and enduring on behalf of the saints. Worry not and pray about everything. When we pray the Lord's Prayer. And just help. Thank you.